facility for the Lowcountry Food Bank Southern Region facility. I'm Monica Scott. I'm chair of the board of directors at the Lowcountry Food Bank. First, I would like to welcome some of our local and state officials. Mayor Robert Brown of the town of Hampton. Welcome. Mayor Mitchell of Guilford. And I believe there may be some other Guilford officials here as well. If you are, welcome to you all too. Al Jenkins from Tim Scott's office is here. Thank you. Welcome. Hugh Weathers, our Commissioner of Agriculture, and Noah Longest, who is representing Nancy Mace's office. He's one of the field representatives. I believe he's here as well. Welcome. If I've missed anyone, please accept my apologies. Thank you. I would also like to welcome Michael Mintz, who's on our Lowcountry Food Bank Board of Directors, along with myself and the staff from this local facility, as well as additional staff from the Charleston facility that have come down to help us celebrate today. Thank you all for being here. 2023 is a landmark year for the Lowcountry Food Bank. It represents and acknowledges 40 years of serving our neighbors in the 10 coastal counties in South Carolina. So, as a way to start the celebration, I'd like to introduce Nick Osborne, who is our CEO and President of the Lowcountry Food Bank.
Thank you very much indeed, Monica, and also just to add to Monica's welcome and thanks to all of you for coming and joining us today for this momentous occasion as we look at the groundbreaking for our new facility. As Monica has said as well, this is our 40th year of serving the Lowcountry, and for us, 40 has a lot of deep meaning. 40% of the food that we distribute is fresh produce. 40% of the food that we distribute comes from our retail and grocery partners. And on top of this, last year we successfully distributed over 40 million pounds of food as well to our neighbours across our 10 coastal counties. And with that in mind, this really is a perfect time to officially break ground and expand our presence in order to better serve our neighbours here in Beaufort, Hampton and Jasper counties. So this has been quite a journey for us, but in 2022 we were successful in securing the land that we can see here today and across the road here at the Agricultural Technology Campus, for us to build what is going to be a 20,000 square foot facility. It's going to be a facility that is strategically positioned to really better serve our neighbours and provide a multitude of opportunities for increased community engagement, increased capacity sharing for our partner agencies, and increased scale of food distribution of both dry and refrigerated produce, and of course increased frozen storage as well for food and the necessities that requires. So this facility will include increased storage, but also importantly it will also include a number of other functions and opportunities. It'll have a teaching kitchen incorporated within it to help us with our nutritional education opportunities, but of course importantly some space for our staff to work effectively and efficiently in the important jobs that they do. There's also going to be a lot of space for volunteers to pack food. It's going to have meeting space for our partner agencies and our community partners, which we feel is incredibly important to provide that facility and enable that convening and meeting that's so important to the work that we do and the connections that we have. So as I said, it's a journey that started in 2022, but we are slated to open in 2024, and this will of course enable that much needed expansion of our service here in our southern region. So in addition to increased efficiencies across our other two regional food centres in Charleston and Myrtle Beach, this will provide a hub for our partner agencies and their ability to pick up food and provide enhanced experiences, opportunities to collaborate, to share experience and learn from each other, which as I said is being incorporated within the design of our conferencing facilities and our teaching kitchen. Importantly as well, this location also provides an ideal opportunity for us to support our local farming community, which in turn supports both there and a multitude of other opportunities for continued economic growth in this area and mobility. We know that communities of colour experience food insecurity at disproportionate rates. As we work to increase and improve food access for everyone, we continue to actively invest in local organisations whose work helps to remove barriers to food insecurity. So, for example, this location will enhance our collaboration with partners such as the Gullah Farmers Cooperative Association and the Gullah Corridor as a whole. As an example, our partnership with the Gullah Farmers Cooperative Association helps us address some of those underlying causes of hunger and food insecurity by focusing on the support that we could provide to increasing the capacity of local farmer-led producers and their access to wholesale markets. It helps expand membership of our farmer groups, creates more just food systems for our region, increases the amount of high quality produce that is being grown by our participating farmers, and importantly increases the employment opportunities for many of our local communities and our local residents and our neighbours here. So again, let me conclude just by thanking you all for coming today. This is an important milestone for us and we very much appreciate it. I would now like to take the opportunity to introduce John Fleming. John is the Chief Operating Officer for the Southern Carolina Development Alliance. John and his team have been absolutely wonderful and amazing in terms of the support that they've provided throughout this process of getting us where we are today. We all greatly appreciate that support and the work that they've put into helping us with this project so far. So thank you very much, John, and I'd like to welcome John to say a few remarks as well. So thank you.
Nick and I met on that piece of property right over there about 18 months ago, as he talked about. Southern Carolina is the economic development arm for the 7 counties, which includes Hampton County. So this park is near and dear, and it continues to grow. And when they contacted us and said, hey, this is what we need and this is what we'd like to do, we showed them a couple of spots. But I think we all looked at this spot and said, okay, this is the spot for them. With the growth that's happening within this park and the agricultural technology center that is about to get started within the park. A greenhouse is already built over there and others are soon to come. So the collaboration with this park, Hampton County, Southern Carolina Department of Agriculture, makes this a very good fit for us. This is not our core mission. We're recruiting jobs, which they are producing. But this fits very well within this park and our region as a whole to support all of the counties that they are supporting. We look forward to continuing to assist them as they get this gorgeous building up and off.
Now I'd like to introduce Al Jenkins, who's the Regional Director for Senator Jim Scott's office.
Good morning. I have a confession to make. I have a 30-year relationship with Lowcountry Food Bank. 2 of your providers, Resource Center, I know you know Mr. Smith very well, one of the biggest supplier of food in North Charleston. And then there's Blessed Hands in Goose Creek. I work very closely with them. They're a nonprofit food bank that works with about 7 African American churches in the Goose Creek, Berkeley County area. And so we just did a food drive just last month. So I'm very familiar with Lowcountry Food Bank. On behalf of Senator Scott, congratulations on your 40-year anniversary. And of course, this is an opportunity zone that you're coming into. So the senator is very happy for you to be here and on the progress that we're looking at making. Also, with that relationship that I have with working over the last 30 years is Native American community. That Blessed Hand also works with the Native American tribe in the Ridgeville area. And we've been moving food from Lowcountry to there. So multicultural, Hispanic, Latino, also a part of that group that we've been working with for the last few years. Homelessness is being engaged there, and also veterans, homeless veterans in general. But do you know that a lot of military families are being served by the food bank? Military families, current being served because of society's needs right now. But I do want to really congratulate you on the relationship you will be building with the Gullah Geechee farmers, African American small farmers. All will be engaged right here. This is a fantastic opportunity. Just thank you for allowing us to be a part of it and congratulating you. And lastly, I will be waiting on our date from the senator, for the senator to come and do a packing date. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Al. Now I'd like to introduce a true friend of the Lowcountry Food Bank, our Commissioner of Agriculture, Hugh Weathers.
Thank you, Monica. And, it's good to be with you all this morning. Yeah, the Department of Agriculture is had a great relationship with Lowcountry Food Bank and the other food banks across the state for quite a while. We assumed the management of some of the programs that funneled the dollars to make those purchases, and we were able to build those relationships. And I just maybe a couple of months ago got a nice tour of the Lowcountry Food Bank. I'll tell you, it takes less time than we've been visiting here this morning to realize what a well-run operation that is. From Nick's operation, Brenda, Margaret, the whole team, it's very apparent that they know their mission, they know how to execute it, they have a culture of service, they are accountable with the dollars that flow through them and out into the pantries around this part of the state. We're also now working with them in the local food purchasing assistance program, a federal funding program that will last another 3 years, working in 24 counties across South Carolina where food security is an issue with quite a number of folks. We hope to make a program of that could be the foundation for changing some of our habits around food in South Carolina. It's one of those things I think they call them a big audacious goal. So we're bold enough to hope that through this 3-year program, we can tell people the importance of local fresh foods, produce, and then once that program terminates, they will establish new great habits. Been several mentions of the Gullah Co-op. Also work with them. And see my friend Jackie Frazier here. Anytime I'm in that part of the world, I usually stop in to make sure Jackie's not working, which he always claims to be doing, but normally he's just sitting around pontificating and talking about life in general. And you'd be surprised how many lessons I can learn from him when he does. So it's good to see that. It's good to work with them. This part of the state is really going to get some focus. It's already got nice economic development projects coming, as John mentioned. A year and something from now, hopefully they'll be growing some tomatoes in greenhouses here. Not far from here, there'll be some other distribution facilities that will benefit the Lowcountry Food Bank. So we're excited about what this corner of the state means. It's always been a lot to agriculture. We think it can mean a lot for some of the challenges that we face as citizens of South Carolina. With the 40+ thousand families that you feed in this part of the world, this part of the state, and again, you take that to 24 counties around the state where we're working, you can see that food security is something we all need to be aware of and focus more on in terms of the quality of products that we're consuming. Again, it's good partnerships that we enjoy with Nick and Brenda and others. We appreciate that. We have a good, open, honest relationship in our role as a compliance person or a facilitator. It's one of the reasons South Carolina gets things done. We collaborate and we communicate and work well together. So again, from the Department of Agriculture, it's a privilege to be here on this great day for the Lowcountry Food Bank. Thank you.